Hey, is this me? I can't tell.
Hey, I'm reviewing it. It's called fucking Monarchy by Rivers of Nihil. It's their second album on Metal Blade Records. Follow up to The Conscious Seed of Light, which I thought was a fantastic album. But compared to this album, I don't know, man. I mean, Monarchy completely blows their first album out of the water, in my opinion, and it's exactly how Rivers of Nihil, their progression should be. It's just everything, literally everything, is better on this album. Just fucking everything. So it starts off with the track Airless, which is just an intro track, which I thought, it's cool, don't get me wrong, I really like it. It's not as good as Terrestria Fall, I believe. That intro is just fucking awesome off their first album. But this one's cool too. But then it gets into a Perpetual Growth Machine, which, to be honest with you, it's a decent song, but I honestly think it's something that could have been on their last album. And it was cool, and I was like, yeah. But then the album literally, as it goes along, it literally gets better with every song, in my opinion. And it's almost like the band, when they were writing these songs, just evolved, and you hear it right in front of you. It's cool. Sand Baptism is one of the best songs on here. I love the simplicity yet technicality of that song. It's fucking heavy. It's catchy. It's awesome. Jake on vocals is so much better this time around. I just feel the vocals just, they were just kind of, they weren't bad, but they were kind of there on their last album. This time they have a presence, and they're very, very well done. Just catchy lines and sections throughout the entire album, and just an overall great sound. And I think it's a step up for vocally. Guitar-wise, I think it's just fucking awesome, because this band can be, between Brody and Jonathan, they can be very technical, but they can be very melodic, very heavy, just everything. And there's just a mix of everything on this whole fucking album, and I love it. Technical death metal, to me, it kind of, there's only select bands. I could give two shit less about bands like Necrophagist, or, to be honest with you, Archspire. Bands like that just are shreddy, and just, I can't really get behind that type of stuff. It just doesn't do anything for me. Just chaos all over the place. Origin is another band that I just can't, I gave them a shot, and I just can't do it. But this type of stuff I can, where the songwriting, in my opinion, really matters, and it's a focus, and they're not just like, yeah, let's just shred your face off. Bands like Beyond Creation, Obscura, Rivers of Nihil, and that's the thing, the songwriting is fucking phenomenal on here. There's so much variety in every single song and throughout this whole album. It's great. It just feels like every riff was carefully thought about, and just everything was very carefully put together. I love it. One thing about this album is the drum work is really interesting. The drums change tempo every 10 fucking seconds. It's like every possible beat for a riff, you'll probably hear it in that song. It'll go from blast, and then they'll kind of like half it, and then it's like, dude, this is fucking insane. But it really, really works, and it's just overall really well done. Really, really, really well good use of blast beats. I feel it just feels like when they're used, it's very, very appropriate. Such as in Sand Baptism towards the end. I really like the end there, where the drums are just going fucking ape shit. It's fucking cool. Songs like Ancestral Eye, love that song. It's very good. I think my favorite song on here though is probably Monarchy. The title track is just fucking incredible. I love the riff that it starts off with, and that's the thing. There's a lot of very, very good riffs, just chunky, meaty fucking riffs, and then very just strange and atmospheric type stuff going on, and then it's just all over the place, and the soloing is really well done on here as well, and any of the lead work is just awesome. Like I said in the beginning, this is a step up in every single fucking way. I think the greatest section of this album is from Monarchy to the end, with tracks Terrestria 2 Thrive, which is an instrumental, which is a very good instrumental, Circles in the Sky, and then Suntold. Those songs are just completely, in my opinion, above and beyond the first half of this album, and then anything they did on their debut. And I really like their debut. So this is really saying I really like this album. It's just those songs have such an atmosphere to them, and the songwriting is just so different and more, it's more unique to them, and it's just, it's so good, man. And it's just something you really got to listen to, in my opinion. I thoroughly like this album. Like I said, it's better vocally, guitar-wise, songwriting, drumming, everything. And this, if you like death metal, technical death metal, I don't give a shit. Listen to this album. If you thought Rivers of Nile's first album was kind of boring, it wasn't that great, definitely check this out, because I just think it's a much, much better album. And this band has very exciting future, and I'm excited for it, and just to think of what they could be a couple albums down the line is pretty cool. And they're from Reading, Pennsylvania, which is an hour away from me, so that's cool too. Anyways, I'm going to give this album 9 out of 10. This is one of my favorite albums of the year, and it'll definitely be in my top 20 at the end of the year. Without a fucking doubt. Let me know what you guys think of this album. See you later.